It is Monday, July 19th, 2021. I'm going to do my recap. I'm down $82. A big roller coaster of a day. Another big mess of a day. And I'm just not there, man. I'm just not making the same old mistakes that I always make. It feels like I'm never going to become a fucking good trader if I keep making these same mistakes. So frustrating. But hey, it is what it is. You get what you get. There's no excuses. Especially today, there shouldn't be any excuses. It was just a terrible day for me. It was a terrible day where I performed pathetically. To be honest, I performed really, 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 really badly. I am lucky. I am lucky. I only lost $82 today. I am truly fucking lucky. I should have lost a lot of money today. I really should have. Somehow, some way, I was able to pull it off, not having a terrible losing day. But this is really, really bad. I mean, it's really, really, really bad. And we're gonna get into why and how bad it is, right? So, I mean, on Friday I didn't post a recap, didn't have time. I was hanging out. It says 44.50, but whatever. I ended up having a small winning day, and the same thing. I was just bad. I came, all the way here, losing to making almost 1,000, to dropping to almost 800, and then to making 400. Another pretty, another pretty fucking pathetic day, to be honest. Um, but yeah, today was just, it was just bad, man. Look at all these trades. Look at all these trades. So okay, let's get into it. So my first trade of the day, where I lost literally in the first couple of minutes, I was already down 1,200 bucks. I traded SPCE, and I was looking for a 1 minute opening range breakout. The problem is that it was not a setup for a 1 minute opening range breakout. This was not a place of strength. Usually, now that I'm looking back, obviously, if I wanted to see a 1 minute opening range breakout, I would like to see it from our between R4 and R5, or between R3 and R4. That would be where I would like to see it. Maybe even at an L4 support, but I just literally jumped in, and yeah, so I went long at 29.55, got stopped out pretty quickly at 29.26. It's like 20 seconds later because I didn't see the movement that I wanted to see. And then I went in again at the same price, 29.55, and I got stopped out 11 seconds later, this time at 29.03. So yeah, got in, stopped out, got in, got stopped out. So it was bad stuff, They're boom, down 1,200 bucks in the first 2 minutes of the day. In what could be an opening range breakout, but it's not a playbook 1 minute opening range breakout. So a trade I should all in all avoid. For example, if you see UAL here, you can see here there's a bounce off of L5 and then a break all the way up to L4. So that would have been a much better option, right? Instead, I just took this fucking B setup, and maybe it could have worked out. Who knows, right? But I took it twice. I didn't really. It's just not a good setup, man. It is just not a good setup at all, bro. So that's what happened. So then I went short at like it's not coming up, it's gonna fucking come down, is it? So I went short at 28.95. So I was chasing it. I knew I was chasing it to 28.95, and yeah. So right over here, and I covered it really quickly, 28.79. I didn't really like the setup. I got out quickly. I just didn't feel confident about it. So that's what I did. Then I went short AMC, and pretty much the same feeling because I was stuck in SPCE in this trading, but I saw this perfect setup here. I saw this gap down, and I wanted to get short around here, Right, that would have been a great setup, but I didn't have time, so I went short here, 32.26, and I got out fairly early. To be honest, I got out 32.13. I just didn't really like the setup. I didn't like. I don't know why. I just didn't like it. It just didn't speak to me. It was far away, I guess. The 90 MA was not. I didn't really. I didn't like this engulfing candle here. It was just not my perfect setup. But hey, look, I would have made a much more decent profit. So I got out 32.13 and whatever. Next setup. This was a good trade, but not a. It was a good setup, but not a. I didn't let it run how I should have. I went short 3,000 shares of UAL. Playbook setup, bounce off of L4. It's open between L5 and L4. Bounce off of L4 right over here. And I got in 44. I got out at 12. So a little bit showing, obviously, my lack of patience here. The playbook setup would have at least been the daily open, and that would have been an amazing trade. So I literally left out like 1,200 bucks on the table at least. So yeah, got in at 44 and got out over here pretty much very soon. Why did I get out? There's no good reason, to be honest. Maybe because of the VWAP. Maybe there's no reason, honestly. There's no good reason why I should have gotten out, to be honest. Just bad trading again. What happened later is I went short SPCE one more time. I went short at 39, at 29.05 again for the break of 29, and I just didn't like it, so I got out a few seconds later. I just didn't like how the buying was, the tape was, yada yada, so I got out. And then I went in another time, 28.96, got out 28.75. And at this point, I think I was up. And then this was a big mess because I went short. This was where the big mess started. I went short one more time at 29.91 here after, a few minutes. And this is obviously a breakout trade. It held over here. It's not coming down. And I went short right over here. I was going to stop above 31, above 30, sorry. And instead, this thing spiked up and I just let it play out. I let it run all the way to 31.63. So all the way up until here. So honestly, like pretty fucking pathetic stuff, man. Pretty fucking pathetic stuff. So from risking 150, I risked all of this. I lost literally so much money in that trade. Right over here, I lost so much money. So I was up, as you can see, like 750 bucks with one trade, two trades, three trades, and then I just gave it all back here. I don't know what's wrong with me. Just now didn't want to accept the loss. I didn't want to accept the loss. I didn't want to accept the loss. I didn't want to really face it. But yeah, that's what happened. You can see this is the trade that I talked about. I left so much on the table. And then yeah, somehow, some way I got myself in the green. I went long in an IO. I saw the market was starting to pull back up, so I went long in an IO. Not a playbook trade either, but out of desperation, I got in here, got this pullback, went all the way, and just fucked it. Again, another playbook trade, right? L4 gets all the way up to L5 and then comes all the way back down to L4. Then this was another perfect playbook trade, playbook setup, right? Bouncing off of the daily open, coming back to L5, okay, found support. So whatever, I got in here and I got out around there, right? Didn't I? Yeah, so I got out here. So pretty much, yeah, I got out here and then I got in again. And yeah, I literally got out really early instead of letting the playbook setup out. So, yeah, then I just started trading a bunch more. Yeah, then what happened again, I went into to UAL. I don't know, man, just bad. Then I did take another playbook setup here, R4 resistance setup in SPCE. R4 resistance, got it all the way down to R3, so perfect playbook setup, as you can see there. And then in UAL, I just messed it up completely again. I went in right at the support point, which is right around here or something, right? Yeah, at 11 a.m. So right around here, right at this point of support, and I got stopped out super high, right? I got it stopped out, yeah, right over here. So another big mess up of a trade. My stop loss should have been 35, but no, I gave it all back. Was down like 1,400 bucks again, and then again somehow, some way, had another UAL green trade here, went long, and had another SPCE, lost a little bit there, and got myself down to 80 bucks. So what I'm showing is, I would say resilience, but honestly, I was just lucky today. Look, as you can see, down, and I started down 1,200. I mean, that was the first beginning of the day. Doesn't even reflected here, but I started down 1,200 all the way up to like 600, all the way down to minus 1,900, back to up 600, back all the way down to 1,400, 1,500, back up, and then down again, and then, right over here, closing the day, break even pretty much. It's been a good month, man. I've been battling so much. Again, another day when I'm coming back from a huge loss. Another day when I'm coming back from losing. Another day where I was up, losing, and back. I am just not doing well, man. Another day where I was losing a lot, lost a little bit less. Another day where I lost almost 4,300 bucks, only lost 1,100. This is just not good behavior. It's not good trading, not good risk management. What is happening? What is happening is the same that's happened. It reminded me of trading like an amateur. Of I'm not trading with my stop losses. I'm just like YOLOing it, fucking it. I'm just not. Again, most of my trades today, my winning trades were playbook setups. My losing trades were not playbook setups. So I don't know if it's a lack of focus. I'm not coming into the day like prepared mentally, or I don't know what it is, but I'm just not. I'm not performing well. I mean, I'm not. Well, what should have been is just taking the L's, man. Like this. I mean, first of all, I should have never entered this trade. It's a typical breakout fucking trade. I go in here. There's no real sign of weakness. I go in on a green candle, or maybe on this red candle. I don't place my stop loss, and I just let the whole thing boil up to. I mean, honestly, it's like fixable, man. It's like fixable mistakes, right? It's first of all the playbook setups, and second of all, it's dude, just assume the your losses, right? I mean, just take your losses. That's it. If I would have just been able to take my fucking losses, this it wouldn't have boiled down to be such a terrible day after all. Oh, Mariana is a beast, man. Wow. But instead I'm just messing everything up in the sense of like not assuming my losses. If that makes sense. I'm just willing to lose a lot of money, and I'm not winning. I'm just not executing like I should. Again, like in UAL, man, I lost like 2,000 bucks in this trade. Like first of all, no playbook setup here. There was a playbook setup going short over here. That is the daily open. But here there was no playbook setup. Should have been patient, waited, but no, I didn't do that. Playbook setup could have also been here, right, off of L4 um, bounce, but I was obviously in SPCE suffering, yada yada. I didn't. Just not good, man. Just not good. So tomorrow the outlook again is placing my stop losses, placing my targets, and just letting the trades run out. But I always say that every day, and I never make it happen. So almost never make it happen. I mean, I guess I was a little bit tired coming into the day, a little bit lightheaded. I mean, I didn't sleep bad, but I guess I didn't sleep the best either. So I don't know. We'll see what's up. So yeah, that's my recap for today.